You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.
Grindtime, top of the morning. DB, what's good with it?
Man, what's going on with your cuz? Top of the morning, grind time, late nights, early morning. What's happening?
Late nights, early mornings, baby. Grindtime podcast, baby. We back at it again. You see that game last night, look good?
Yeah, I seen that, man. I seen that. I had to catch myself, man. We on earth.
Yeah, you be a rich man if you listen to your boy. You be a rich man.
Man, that's trash. That's trash, man. Whatever going on, man. It's just trash, man. It's horrible, man.
That was an amazing performance from the Celtics and Jaylen Brown last night, if you ask me. I don't know what could be horrible about it, baby.
It's trash, man.
My guy said that's trash.
It's trash, man. It's bad, man. It's ridiculous, man, how Dallas players, man, don't do nothing, man. And it's trash, man, how
it seems like for the first time, Luka and Kyrie, they can't really have a good they just not having a good game together.
Well, Luka, Kyrie dropped 35.
Kyrie had a good game last night, yeah.
Kyrie dropped 35. Luka dropped 27.
Yeah, what was that shooting? What was that shooting though? That field goal percentage.
Kyrie's was almost 50%.
Luka.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Kyrie and Luka can't have a good game together right now. Luka 27 points, but he didn't shoot good last night.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It offset it a little, under 50%, but it wasn't that bad.
A little under 50.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but the way that the finals been going though, DB, Luka gotta shoot 50 or better. He gotta shoot 50 or better. His guys are not even showing up for him, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's the problem right there, man. Like they not producing, man. Like it's sad, man. It's sad how Jones could come in the game, give you 6 points, man, and you know what I mean? Like
he up 3-0 Blizzard.
Like it's trash, man. Like his guys that's not producing, man. Gafford.
Yeah.
You know, my bad. Jones gave you 2 points. Gafford gave you 6. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here, man? Like, it's just sad that they can't produce.
I agree with you, man. It don't seem like Luka can get help. He can't get a consistent amount of help from the people on his team. Why they playing Maxi Kleber at all, DB? I have no idea. But we did see a Tim Hardaway Jr. sighting last night. And that's what I was telling you. I'm like, the Mavericks are having a difficult time scoring the ball. They're going to need to put some people on the floor that are a little bit more than just role players in the sense of, hitting open shots for Luka. They're going to need some playmaker. They need another playmaker out there, man. The thing with Boston right now, you can get a ball to Derek White. You can give it to Jaylen Brown. You can give it to Jason Tatum. You can even give it to Drew Holiday. They all pretty much creating their own shots when they got that ball. Or they they driving, trying to collapse the defense, and then they moving that ball around on the perimeter, man. I just think it's just, man, even though the superstar for the Boston Celtics is not playing well, he's not shooting well. Jason Tatum, another horrible shooting night for me. To me, he's accepting the fact that it's not going well for him. I just got to be honest, though. He's accepting the fact that it's not going well for him shooting-wise, and he playing off his guys. I saw last night him just go ahead and concede the Finals MVP to Jaylen Brown. I saw that. And JB, he, like a true warrior, bro, he took it, man. I think Jaylen Brown is the Finals MVP if the Finals were to end in the next game right now. But, it's still plenty of time. This series could still be stretched. Obviously, the Mavericks could win a game and push it further, and Jason Tatum could have some good games and end up coming back to MVP. But if it ends right now, Jaylen Brown, after that 30-piece last night, and the defense, because he's in the chair in front of Kyrie and Luka to me. Now, Kyrie, he had his game last night. He got that 35 off, but it was a hard 35, DB. He had like 17 in the first quarter, and they ended that quarter only down. The Celtics ended that quarter only down by 1.
Yeah, but that's what happens when you can't get enough production from other guys. When other guys don't come up and they don't come show out and do what they got to do, that's what happened. That's what makes it hard, man. And that's what happened. You know what I mean? Like he working and you pushing the needle, and you running the throttle up, revving the throttle, but you ain't got nobody to drive the car. You know what I mean? To help drive the car. So they ain't really go nowhere, man. Like I said, it's kind of sad.
Well,
man.
It can only be one driver. You just need passengers in the car, right? That's all I'm
saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? It's a long drive, man. And we got to switch seats sometime, man. Ain't nobody willing to switch the seats. It's a 24-hour drive. Everybody get a couple of hours in. We'll get there.
I feel that. That's a good analogy right there, man. I agree with that. But everybody's not, though. And it's been like this for 2 games. So, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just time. Maybe it's just time for Kyrie and Luka, especially game 4. This do or die. Maybe it's just time for them to go hero ball, man. Superstar mode.
Man, they gotta get rid of some of them pieces, man. I don't know what them pieces is, man. Them pieces, man, they working under certain circumstances. PJ not showing up like that, man. He only gives you 13, 14 points a game, and that ain't enough, man.
I don't know what's up with PJ right now.
Jones gotta go. I don't know what's up. We don't know what he is. They need a big man. They need a big man that can spread the flow. That's the problem, because they ain't got that. Like you know what I mean? Like the game, man, is too predictable, man. Honestly,
from the standpoint of the Mavericks.
Yeah, it's just too predictable, man. And they know that they ain't got to worry about nobody at the 3-point line, really, but Luka and Kyrie. You mean the sheets? The thing about it, PJ Washington giving you exactly what the stat line say was gonna happen. He giving you exactly that, because you can count on him to only give you about 13 or 14 points in the game, maybe a 3 or so. So if I'm saying, like, everything is so predictable, man, and really I'm kind of upset about this whole shindig, because the fact of the matter is the Boston Celtics, they had it too good the whole season. They had it easy, man.
How you feel like they had it easy, bro? They right? Okay, because the Western Conference was supposed to be so tough, though. Think about what I'm saying. The Western Conference was supposed to be so tough, and the Celtics is supposed to have it so easy. Yet here they are in the finals playing against a team that beat every team in the Western Conference, and they up 3-0. Like, they walking over them too. Could the Celtics just clearly not just be the best team in the NBA start to finish? Because that's what it looks like to me. We just don't want to get them. The Celtics don't have that Luka. Like Tatum and Brown don't play as good as like Luka plays individually or Joker. So that's why we kind of don't want to call them a good team. But Tatum and Brown are both so good to be on the same team that, to me, they're better than having a Luka Doncic or a Joker. You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing, right? This is the thing with that, man. The matchups, like when they beat Minnesota, like the matchups kind of different. The matchups was kind of different. it was a different type of motivation to the game. Um, PJ Washington did the same. He still gave the same type of points. Really, the whole series is just that the matchups was a little different. Uh, and honestly, I don't see how they beat them really, but they beat them.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that honestly, Boston would have had it harder playing Minnesota versus playing
I agree. I
Dallas
totally agree.
Mavericks.
If this was Minnesota, I think it would be the reverse of what you have right now. I think Minnesota be, and that's how you know styles make fights.
Yeah.
Styles make fights, bro. I mean, it just depends on who you playing as to how it goes. I think Minnesota be giving the Boston Celtics that work, and I think the Denver Nuggets would be giving the Boston Celtics that work. Because I don't think the Celtics got nothing for Joker at all. But the dominoes fell, the Dallas Mavericks made it here. And that's basically a Christmas present for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Because they cooking these boys. You know, the thing about Luka is this to me, bro. For as great of a player as he is, DB, the man ain't got no defense, man. He don't play defense at all. And then they're trying to make excuses on the broadcast at night for his defense, as bad as his defense has been all three of these games. And they just been saying, yeah, well, he's been hurt the whole playoff. Well, how are you hurt on defense? Like when you can't guard nobody, you too hurt to guard anybody. But on offense, you could pour in 35, 40, 50 points in the playoffs. I don't get it. I don't understand his level of pain that's allowing him to be so productive offensively, yet so horrendous on defense.
Well, I guess the chase game is different. You know, when you going to go score, you kind of knowing what you're doing and how you're doing it, and you can kind of move your muscles to your body to the extent that you want it to move and how you want it to move. Versus somebody, you checking somebody on defense and they making you move your body to another, you know what I mean, to another extent of, hey, I gotta hurry up and run. I gotta jet this way. And if that costs me over, I gotta kind of put the brakes on. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of a little different, I think, because you gotta lean on that knee a little more. You know what I mean?
So is that his issue? Is a knee issue?
Yeah, this is knee issue.
Okay.
And you gotta lean on that knee a little more. You know what I mean? So, he can kind of limp around or whatever the case it may be on offense to shoot the ball off the one leg, which that's what he been doing. He do the fadeaway shoot, lean off one leg. So that's what happened. That's what I think was going on. You know what I mean? It's kind of easier because I can jack the ball up, but for us, somebody be playing defense, somebody they gonna get around me because I can't really move like that. On top of that, I already don't have no athleticism. See, they playing against all that. They understand if they.
But look, you talking about defense? Okay, so how is it working that he's able to do the moves and create such good separation? How his knee work on these step backs? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm seeing Jason Tatum in front of him. Jason Tatum seems to be concerned with what Luka's about to do. It doesn't look like Tatum think Luka is hurt at all. He's worried as hell about Luka getting past him or scoring a bucket over the top of him. So we're giving him excuses on defense as to why he can't stay in front of nobody. But on offense, we watching this boy cook, and we're not saying nothing about an injury. I don't get it.
Well, you know, that's because, man, he sometimes he can only have the energy, or you know what I'm saying, the leg strength for what he need to do. You know what I mean? And what he can give you. You know, that's the thing right there. Like, he can only put out so much, and he doing the best he could, and maybe sometimes that leg give out on him. You know,
man, I personally think your boy is an actress. To be honest with you, I think that when they start getting cooked, I saw this last night. As they were winning, Luka's running up and down the court just fine. As they start getting cooked and losing, now all of a sudden, every time he get knocked to the floor, he getting up slowly. He limping back to the other side. It's like, bro, you hella dramatic on that court, bro. To the point it looked like to a person that's watching them, who's not a fan of him like me, it looked like he faking, bro. It's like, bro, come on, man. You faking it to make it look like, oh, the only reason they doing this is because you hurt.
Well, if I'm injured and if I'm already injured and I'm getting banged up, I'm getting knocked to the floor. See, now I'm sore. My leg, whatever, it's tender. I'm sore in that, but I gotta fight through it.
But he wasn't sore. He ain't sore when he's scoring 17 points in the first quarter, like in game 2, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't see he don't hit a 3 over the top of somebody then limp back. He only limp back when he miss a shot or he throw a turnover and somebody knock him on the ground. Then he getting up off the ground slowly and he's limping back. But if he hitting the 3, somebody right in his face, he not limping, he woofing. And he flexing. That's what he's doing. But yeah, when he's missing shots, when he getting turnovers, he hella dramatic and he looks very injured then.
That's an adrenaline thing.
Yeah, so the adrenaline is high when you're scoring and it's low when you're getting bust, right?
Man.
Well, let that be the reason. It's something though, cuz it's definitely something, man.
Yeah, that's an adrenaline thing. And if honestly, man, with this series, man, unless they wasn't to go on a 4-0 run, man, this series is done, man.
Of course it's done. It was done after game 2, DB. You tripping. But it's definitely. But you're right. Stick a fork in these boys right now. It's over with.
It's done, man. I'm like, whatever, man. As much as I want them to win, whatever, man.
But I was telling you, there ain't no adjustment. I told you on the last broadcast, I said, even if Kyrie come out scoring, they're gonna shut down everybody else. The Celtics are a little smarter. I got to give them props. They're a little smarter than the Minnesota Timberwolves when it come down to mathematics. Let Luka and Kyrie do whatever they're going to do. Stop these other people. Luka and Kyrie's best nights are going to be 35 to 40 points. 80 ain't going to beat you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then another thing with that is that that was clever. Then they had some weird days to just study them, man.
Yeah.
And not only that, Timberwolves, man, they kind of nutted up. Also,
they really did. The Timberwolves choked that series away. Everybody knows the Timberwolves should be in these finals right now. They were the best team in the Western Conference to me all season, for real. But hey, man, this is how it goes. It's a chess match in the playoffs. Luka played better chess than they did. It's just what it was. He bust them. He put fear in the Timberwolves early in that series. And to me, he just had control of them because they were so scared of what Luka Doncic was going to do. But this series, man, the Celtics said, cook. Even with our best players having bad games, we'll still beat you.
And see, I think the series would have went different if Porzingis never entered the series. If he never entered the game. I think if Porzingis would have never came out that first game, I think the series would have went totally different. But I think that kind of put the
spark plug.
Yeah. I think they kind of put the edge over him, man, because he came out, man. They took the first game by storm, man. That 20 points, that 20 points that he dropped, man. Them first
it was
20
big.
minutes,
it was big.
I think that kind of kicked something off for them, man. That helped them. You know what I'm saying?
I think just being down by 30 in that first game for Dallas just did. I think it's done something to them. I think they didn't have their back up against the wall the whole time ever since they've been down in that first game by that 30. Like you said, when Porzingis came in, dropped that 20 points in like the first quarter of the first half.
Yeah. It's like now it's this point where now it ain't fun. We got it ain't fun. So we ain't just balling because it ain't fun. We gotta work.
Right.
There's some pressure there. You know what I'm saying? Some of the guys scared. Even if Luka and Kyrie ain't scared, you got some guys scared and nervous. You know what I'm saying? Or even if they, or maybe they ain't showing it. They just gotta come out and ball. But hey, it's some interference there that's throwing off. That's throwing
the chemistry off. Well, I think the person that's the most shook right now, DB, to me, is the Mavericks coach, man, Jason Kidd, bro. He being solely outcoached by the Celtics coach, bro. I mean, that's what it looked like to me. The Boston Celtics coach, I'm watching him on the sideline, man. He looked as comfortable and as calm as I've ever seen. He looked like he's building this swagger about himself. Like you could just tell that he feels like he's the best coach in this series. And so far he is. He's the only one that's coached his team to the finals so far. He's already lost. Well, no. Well, he was an assistant coach in the finals when Ime Udoka was the head coach the last time they went to the finals. But obviously, he was in the conference finals last year, a couple of games from winning the finals. And he just got beat by Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, man. But Jason Kidd, he's being solely out-coached right now to me, DB. Not that I think they need to do something different. I mean, he got them to the finals. You kind of just got to give them – it's over with. So you got to give them the off-season to grab some more pieces, some better they need a third player with Dallas. Dallas is good. They're a really good team, even still with Luka and Kyrie. They need a third player, DB, and they need a bigger player. They need a Kevin Durant, LeBron James size good player. You know what I mean? Like the little guys, little Kyrie and them just ain't gonna work.
Yeah, little Kyrie them just ain't gonna.
They can't defend nothing, man. They're too little.
They can't. They too little, man. There's too much size in that game, man. And the shooter's too big to spread the flow, man.
Yeah.
And
they're not blocking none of the Celtics shots. The Celtics, even Derek White has a block in every single game. He had 3 blocks the other night in one of the games, but they blocking like shooting guards every night. Bro, the Mavericks ain't blocking anything of the Celtics. They too little.
Yeah, and the fact of it, and even not only that, for us, the too little, I can see if y'all were straight shooters, like it'd be a problem, man. It'd really be a problem if they were straight shooters. You know what I'm saying? If everybody was scorers to get to the bucket. Or,
with Boston, everybody is scorers.
No, I'm talking about with Dallas.
With Dallas, oh, okay.
If everybody was straight scorers, get to the bucket or shoot the three crazy. Then it'd be a real problem. Like it wouldn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like the threat would be tremendously crazy to where this would be.
They do got shooters. Kleber's supposed to be a shooter, and even PJ shoot threes. They just ain't hitting nothing right now, DB.
Nah, man, they ain't no shooters, man. They shot from the free throw line, man. Them boys ain't nothing, man. They ain't making no noise.
Nah, they ain't Shaq from the free throw line. It's like 12% or something, bro.
They Shaq from the free throw line right now.
Yeah, it look like it right now, man. They do, man. The air balls. I mean, even PJ, he throwing up air balls, bro. Corner threes, man, they getting hella corner threes. This is the easiest 3 on the court. They missing a lot of them, bro.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's horrible, man. Like I said, if they don't want a 4-0 run, this series is over, man. It's over.
Of course, 4-0. That's pretty much the only shot that they got. They got to run 4 wins down in a row, man. An impossibility. You know how many teams in NBA history come back from 3-0?
None.
156-0, baby. None ever, and probably none never, man. But with that being said, that game in the books, what you think their chances are? What do you think happens this Friday, man, in your honest opinion? Obviously, I know you're going for the Mavericks, but you dreaming right now. You wishing if you think they're going to win the series. But just in your opinion, the game 4, do you think it ends in Dallas, or do you think they take it back to Boston and they end it there? Do you think Dallas comes out with the pride that Minnesota had when they were down 3-0 to Dallas? Do you think they come out with that same pride and just gut one out in Dallas just to get it back to Boston and not be embarrassed and have these guys celebrate on their floor? Or do you think it's over Friday?
Well, first I'm going to say this. I'm going to ride that horse, man, until somebody chop it down, man, and make steak meat out of it, man.
Okay.
And then I'm going to keep walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking.
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm riding with them, but man, I'm gonna give it a 10% chance, man, that they win it, man. Friday. That's the only
10%. You just said it's over then. You just gave the Celtics 90.
It's over, man.
It's over.
It's over, man. It's over, man. They're gonna go ahead and close it out. I think it's a done bun. They're a done bun, man. It's a wrap.
I agree, bro. JB Finals MVP.
Yeah, most definitely. I think they should go ahead and give it to. I think they should give it to Jason Tatum, man, because
Give it to him.
Jaylen Brown ain't the reason why they've been there. I think he was robbed out of one of them joints, man. Because what about all year? What have I been doing all year? You're not going to excuse the fact, man, that I've been balling all year to even get a shirt.
Yeah, but balling all year, that's the MVP of the season that you get that for what you was doing in the season. He didn't win that. He didn't even come close to that. MVP is just on the series. Like Jaylen Brown got the Eastern Conference Finals MVP because he was that great during that series. Bro, Jason Tatum don't deserve. He's not even second in line for the MVP in Boston. If it doesn't go to Jaylen Brown, it should go to Jrue Holiday to me.
Hell no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, I mean, if they gave Andre Iguodala Finals MVP for defending LeBron James, oh man, he shut Kyrie out probably 2 games in a row. He's the primary defender on these guys, and he had he had 26 points in game 2 and I think it was less than 20, like 17 in game 1. Man, I would give it to Jrue Holiday if Jaylen Brown he didn't shine as much as he shined last night.
Well, I think you know what? I think he getting a little bit too much credit, man. Because for some of them guys, like I ain't say he didn't play the defense, but man, when a person having off games, man, they just having off games. They gotta get acclimated, man. It ain't the fact that he stopped Kyrie. I think it's the fact that it was why he stopped this. He took 35 this game. Why he ain't stopping this game? I think it's the fact that he was in Boston.
It's Kyrie, man. You ain't gonna shut him down like 4 games in a row, DB. Come on, man. You know that.
I think it was the thing with the tension. I think all that really got to him, honestly. You know what I mean? I think that was the part that I think that's what played the part was where he got to him. You know what I'm saying? Boston got to him. The crowd was a problem for them, honestly. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, let's being honest, that they did play a big part in his performance. And in the first 2 games, where he just didn't play well. You know what I mean?
That's mental weakness. You talking about a guy that's been to 2 NBA Finals already and won one.
I'm just saying that I'm not giving all the credit to Jrue Holiday. I'm putting it off of something else. But, you know.
AKA, you hating on Jrue, huh?
Call it what you want.
They call it what you want. It ain't Jrue. Hey, man, well, in my opinion, if it ain't JB, it's Jrue Holiday for MVP to me. Tatum, I don't even know if he 3rd, bro. He might be 4th. I might give it to Porzingis at the 3rd if it wasn't for Jrue and JB, man. But, I mean, it ain't that big of a deal to me. Obviously, I know it's a big deal for those players to win Finals MVP because obviously they play in the game, but it's not a big deal to me if JT don't win Finals MVP. Just win the Finals. That's all that matters. Just be a champion.
Yeah. Just get the ring, man. Just get the ring.
Yeah, man, it don't matter, man. Ain't nobody, bro. Besides, you only really talk about the Finals MVP when you want to discuss who's the best ever and all of that. That's the only time that stuff start to matter. Other than that, it only matter that you won, bro. We beat y'all. That's it. We was the best team that season, right?
Yeah.
That's how I feel. So that's that, man. And yesterday, bro, the logo, Jerry West, passed away at 86 years old. They're not listing a cause of death right now, or at least for whatever reason on the internet, they saying that the cause of death is unknown. But I mean, I'd like to offer up a possible cause of death. Maybe he was just old as hell. Maybe.
Me too. That's me too. That's what I think too. I agree. 86 years
86. Old. Maybe something just stopped working in there. Shit. I mean, shoot.
Almost 100, right? You know what I'm saying? He almost 100, man. He lived a long, good
like what they
life,
expect a man to do, bro? Live forever.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, 86. He lived long enough, you know?
He said he lived long enough. Well, he was instrumental in the NBA. He's the logo. His image is what the NBA logo silhouette is Jerry West on there. He was instrumental. He actually talked the Lakers into drafting Kobe Bryant. So he's the reason that Kobe Bryant came to the Lakers, and he was the general manager when they signed Shaquille O'Neal. So he brought Shaq and Kobe to the Lakers. How the Lakers let him end up with the Clippers is beyond me. And then I just heard a podcast talking yesterday about how they were disappointed that the Lakers let Jerry West, he basically died a member of the Clippers organization. Some people felt like that was a travesty, like the Lakers should have figured out how to get him back into the Lakers organization. It doesn't matter really, like I guess in the scope of your life. I mean, the man passed away. Rest in peace to Jerry West, man. But I ain't seen none of his games or anything like that. I didn't go back to watch no old school Laker games that Jerry West used to play in, but obviously he's well renowned throughout the league, beloved figure, man. A lot of rest in peace condolences on Twitter yesterday for the passing of Jerry West. DB, what you think about Jerry West passing?
Yeah, man. Anytime someone passed, man, it's sad, man. It's another fallen soldier, man. So that's real sad, man. But this is a natural thing of life, man. Like I say, no one want to see no one pass, man, go. But we can only live for so long. Man.
That's right. We don't live forever, right?
Yep. We all can have our sad to say.
Yeah. So rest in peace to the logo, baby. Jerry West, one of the greatest Lakers of all time, NBA champion. And yesterday was the second press conference for Tank Davis, Frank Martin. The fight actually happens this Saturday, June the 15th. Yeah, June the 15th in Las Vegas. Saturday night, Tank Davis will take on Frank the Ghost Martin. Hey, man, I've been going with Frank Martin since this fight got announced. Just because I also know, not necessarily that I just know that Frank gonna win the fight. I just know every dog has his day. Gervonta Tank Davis been winning for a long time. He's been winning a lot of fights. Just kind of get used to it. I think he's very complacent at this point in his career, and I don't think he respects the grind of it as much as a fighter like Frank Martin does right now. Frank Martin is an undefeated fighter as well, but the thing about Frank Martin, he does not have he doesn't get the accolades, and he doesn't have the attention on his career that Tank Davis has right now. So a win over Tank would really put Frank Martin in a good light in the boxing industry right now. And a lot of people are actually picking Frank Martin to win that fight over Tank in a decision. Obviously, that's if Tank doesn't knock him out. But yesterday at the press conference, that's what Tank was saying. Because they asked Frank Martin if he, what he thought about this fight, and if he win, what it would do for his career. And Tank Davis immediately just yelled out to him, "You just worried about not getting knocked out. That's all you want to do. Just make sure you don't get knocked out." What you think about this fight coming up this Saturday, DB? I know you're going for Tank, but did you see the press conference? And if so, did you think you saw a little bit of nervous energy in Tank Davis?
I saw some nervous energy in Frank Martin. Made that boy flinch. He was scared.
I saw the flinch.
Made him flinch. That boy was scared. I know what's going on. He know what's going on. Ain't no pressure to Tank. You know what I'm saying? And every dog really don't have their day, because that's the case that Mayweather should have had his. So we ain't gotta say Tank gonna have his. Hey, he could be next Mayweather, next man up.
Yeah, but Mayweather is an anomaly though, DB. Me and you both know most boxers eventually get beat. Almost all of them. It's only like I can count on one hand the ones that retired with like more than 40 wins and didn't lose.
Well, put another finger up.
So we about to add one more finger to that.
One more finger.
Okay. Well, we'll see. Well, since you a gambling man, we might have to revisit something this Saturday on on this Tank Davis Frank Martin fight, man. Because honestly, man, I got Frank taking the fight, bro. I do, man. I think Tank's showing some nervous energy to me just with how he be talking. Just that little extra bravado he be trying to put on in some of the interviews, man. Tank just be, I don't know, I just think he's right for the picking. And then right now, you do know his mentor, Floyd Mayweather, he ain't even dealing with him right now. He actually dissed Floyd yesterday at the press conference. Somebody said something to him about, or Leonard Ellerby actually said, y'all should thank me, or y'all should thank Tank Davis, because you didn't used to get a word out of him. Tank immediately yelled out after that. He said that's because Floyd talked too much. And then somebody asked him, like, well, why do you have a problem with Floyd talking so much? And Tank Davis just said, because I don't like that N-word, bro. Just like that. Yeah.
He tired of it, man.
So he tired of that Money Mayweather talk, huh?
Yeah, man, he tired of it, man. He did too much, man. It's time for him to move over, man. So you had your turn, man.
I just think he just want to take control of his career on his own. Now, that's what it looked like to me from what I saw. I just think he's kind of tired of being Floyd's guy. You know what I mean? And he just want to be his own guy. He got his own promotion company, GTD, Javante Tank Davis Promotions. So he got his own promotional company. He really doesn't need to stay under the money team. All fighters, to me, are independent contractors. They could all be their own promotional companies. Just like Frank Martin, right now, he's with Man Down Promotions, which is Earl Spence. It's real weird, man, to me to see a current fighter as the promoter for another up-and-coming star fighter. It's like, why would you want to sign with a guy that's fighting, a guy that you could possibly end up fighting in the future? You know what I mean? But that's what they do nowadays, man. They want to sign with the other hot guy.
Yeah, that's wild, man. I guess everybody got their hand in the game somewhere, somehow.
Everybody. So everybody double dipping. You know what I mean? Yeah. They get their bag, and they're like, oh, you fight too? I get some of your bag too, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I respect it, man. It's all hustle, baby.
All hustle.
Get that bag. Yeah, but Tank and Frank will fight this Saturday, June 15th. I'm going to be front and center because I won't be at the fight. Obviously, we skipped out on that to a degree. And all right, we got a new segment that I'm gonna be adding to the show. It's just gonna be celebrity gossip. Whenever we're talking about anything non-sports related, just to add topics to the show, extend the conversation, we'll just call it the celebrity gossip segment. And I got a couple of them today, DB. I wanted to talk about one I talked to you about over the phone the other day. It was the passing of the 1017 artist. I think she's 1017. I don't know if she's with him anymore, but I know she used to be with him. I think her stage name is Love Enchanting or Enchanting. But she died from an overdose. I don't know if they actually said what the name of the drug was that she was on, but she overdosed on some drugs. I believe hanging with a boyfriend or hanging with a friend of her. They said that she was unresponsive when she made it to the hospital, and that she ended up on life support for like maybe 10 hours or something like that, and she had zero brain activity, and the family decided to pull a plug on her. With bro, it's a lot of deaths, not just in the rap industry, just in the communities overall from drug overdoses, bro. What do you think about the music industry? Do you think that they more susceptible to, I don't know, I guess drug overdoses based on the fact of the availability of the drugs? Because Gucci Mane had another artist, I believe, just last year or so, who died from a drug overdose as well. So do you think it's do you think they may be being provided these drugs, man? Do you think it's some type of conspiracy? Like, why are these artists having these drug overdoses and passing away while under the contracts of these labels?
Man, I think this music game it's not too far from Hollywood, man. Hollywood was a lot of drug usage there, man. Mm-hmm. Everybody wanted to get high in some way, somehow they was getting it. It was a thing to do, these parties, and everybody fighting these demons, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think all this just play a part in it, man. Hiding, whatever you hide and trying to cope with the drugs is taking them out, man. Even if he's doing it, even if it's recreational and you just got addicted to it, just trying it, man. For one, they promote it in every song, man. It makes like it's the thing to do, man. These double cups and everything else. Like, hey, so you got people that's weak-minded, people that actually doing this, man, just to show the world that, hey, look, I got one too. You know what I mean? And
you feel like it's it's industry peer pressure that like had these people dabbling into these drugs, and I mean it's the type of stuff that you take it one time, man, and your life could be over. These are the type of drugs that these people be taking.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think it could be the thing of peer pressure, you know. Like I say, you see somebody else doing it, and I want to do it too. You know what I mean? The interest and the influence is playing a big part of it, you know. And man, it's crazy, man, because this drug thing been at an all-time high, man, for a while. It's been taking a lot of people out, man.
Taking them out, boy.
Yeah, man, and you know, it's already a thing every day. I ain't saying, you know, because people on TV, that don't mean everybody got money, and that don't mean everybody don't got problems. But if you fight with demons every day, man, so if people can find a way to get away and run, man, that's what they do, man. They gonna take the best interest, the best way out. So
yeah, I agree with that, man. So yeah, rest in peace to baby girl. Yeah, lost her life dabbling into the wrong drugs, if you ask me. Another story that I have in celebrity gossip news, man. St. Louis's own Sexy Red, the rapper. Not that I'm a Sexy Red fan at all, but yeah, man, she ended up in like a brawl at a Newark airport just a couple of days ago. Where I don't know, I think the story goes that some fans wanted to take some pictures of her, or they had the camera on her or something like that. And her security guard took issue with it and attempted to stop them from taking their pictures or whatever they were doing that Sexy Red didn't want them to do. And it just turned into a brawl in the airport, bro, in an international airport, one of the largest international airports in America. So you know it was all type of foreigners and tourists and things like that in that airport watching this melee go down. Well, I saw her with like one of those little, you know, one of them dividers that one of the little cones from the device. She picked up one of those, man, started pump faking at somebody like she was gonna swing on them. But clearly I will give her these props, man, for as ratchet and as lowly educated as I could tell she is. She was at least smart enough to know not to swing that thing and hit somebody with it, man. Because had she hit anybody with that, bro, they were gonna be in the hospital for months, DB. Did you see the brawl, bro? If you did, man, what'd you think about that?
Man, you know what? One thing about it, man, is, you know, hopefully she ain't want to do nobody no damage, man. She just wanted to, you know, be left alone. You know, man, she didn't want to hurt nobody. To me, she don't get a vibe that she want to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Like, she don't seem like the violent type to me. You know what I mean?
She don't seem like the violent type to you.
She just seem like
all the
like
blood signs and
have fun, man. Man. It's kind of like putting the glasses on a nerd, man. It's kind of like a nerd with glasses doing that. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he ain't really. He just doing it. You know what I mean? Like, he just, you know, he just want to be seen right now. You know what I mean? He just trying to cross over to the other side of being cool, put a new image up for himself. So I think that's what it is for her, and I just don't think that she wanted to hurt nobody. I just think that, you know, she was calling bluffs, or maybe she wasn't forced to do it.
She picking up turnstiles and she calling a bluff with that, like, bro.
Well, yeah. Well, it had to work some type of way because that she ain't nobody run up to get hit by it. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I guess it did work in that sense. Didn't nobody get hit by it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then, man, another thing with her, you ain't want to take no pictures with nobody, and you had this bonnet on your head and everything else. My thing is, you know you a celebrity. You know that the attention is gonna be on you. You walk through an airport. Why not wear something more discreet? Why not
just be ready for the fans who might want a picture? Just take the dang on bonnet off, you know.
Either that or put on a hoodie or something, man. So nobody knows.
Hide yourself.
Right. Hide yourself. You know what I mean? So you brought that on yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. You could take the boy out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the homeboy.
That's right. That's right. You hear me?
That's what they say, man. You can't take the hood out of her, man. She was like, hey, what? You gonna what? No, you ain't. Put that camera down or we gonna go there. And unfortunately, she went there, man. She might be facing some legal action after that, too, man. I think somebody's cell phone got broken, or I don't know, man. It was a few people falling over the floor. So considering that it all got caused based on something that she did, she could be legally responsible for it in the future if people decide to sue. So we just kind of have to see how that go. And that's all I got for today, look, cuz. You got extra topics or what?
Yeah, man. Even though these finals is going on, hey, they still talking about your boy LeBron James, man. He all over the screen still, man.
What they saying about Bron now, man?
He's still like the hottest topic, man. What's going on, man? With first is like I was saying, how him not following he stopped following
Kendrick Perkins
online, and other topics with him, just as far as the coaching and where could he possibly be going, and you know what I mean, and just a couple other topics that I can't really pull off my head, but he's been all over the press, man, and he's still like one of the biggest things or biggest people that's been talked about, or the biggest person that's been talked about in these finals as the finals go on, man.
I agree.
Pulling in and talking and much more ratings pretty much as the finals is, so
ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's like everything around the finals, everything around these NBA playoffs, they figured out a way to interject LeBron James's name into the conversation. I agree with you, man. It's like like you said, they're trying to do that just because they know that the ratings come from people's interest in what LeBron's doing with his life. Everybody just want to know.
Yeah. It's an interest that people they gotta know, they want to see it, man. And I wish LeBron was in the finals right now, man. Do you know how crazy that'd be right now, man? If LeBron was in the finals, it'd be jumping. Like, this would be way more.
If LeBron was in the finals, the Lakers would be down 3-0-2. Bro, stop it, man.
To them,
they more top heavy with LeBron and AD than the Mavericks are. Ain't that the problem? Ain't that why they out the playoffs?
They
too top heavy.
They would have a problem. I think they would have a bigger problem with the Lakers versus the Mavericks, honestly.
Think so?
Yes, sir.
I don't think so.
Yes, sir.
I doubt it, man, because it's just LeBron and AD. The Lakers just as top heavy as the Dallas Mavericks are, man, if not more top heavy.
You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Please like, share, and subscribe to our podcast. I'm Baldhead, and this is DB. We signing off for today, y'all. Peace.
Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network. You are listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB.